Hello folks, it's me. It's that Retro J.O. to that single E. And you're watching Raw Power, covering Monday Night Raw for this last Monday. It was okay. It was not as bad as previous shows. So let's get right into the nitty gritty of WWE Raw. The show starts out with Drew McIntyre talking about his Extreme Rules match coming up with Dolph Ziggler, which is sure to be a classic because Dolph Ziggler is an amazing athlete. Talking about, don't matter what you come at me with, Dolph, because Dolph is going to be setting the stipulation for Extreme Rules, and he has yet to divulge what this could be. But Drew starts talking about, doesn't matter what you got, man. You know, you could set the match in a volcano. You could sick sharks with laser beams attached to their heads.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
Yeah, that. And then we have an interesting moment because Dolph starts talking about there's someone else you forgot on your rise to the top as champion. And that's when we see Heath Slater. That's right, Heath Slater shows up. I was super surprised. He looked a lot bigger than he used to be. It's a little bit weird. He was looking like Murphy there. But yeah, he's just basically said, "Where were you, Drew?" It was pretty emotional. It was actually a very good segment on the opening of Raw. So that puts us into match number 1. Drew gives an opportunity. Drew versus Heath Slater. This, honestly, Drew took the win very quickly. It was like a 10-second Claymore squash. Then Ziggler, I guess, I don't know what's in his head, but he attacks Heath Slater afterwards, which in turn, Drew, being the awesome champion he is, defends Heath Slater, even though he just beat him. He's that good of a sportsman. Then we get a promo with Sasha and Bayley, some more of their blah blah blah, dose champions, triple show, whatever nonsense. Don't really care about it. We have Asuka interrupt, and then the Kabuki Warriors are back together. That's right, Kairi Sane shows up with Asuka as Asuka's standing outside the ring. And they challenge them next week to a match. So Kabuki Warriors will be back next week versus Sasha and Bayley. Should be interesting. So this immediately turns into a match, even though we're getting one next week. This turns into Sasha Banks versus Kairi Sane right off the get-go for match number 2. Kairi looked, I don't know how to say it. I like Kairi. She's a good performer. She seemed very hesitant during this match. I don't know if this is some weird PTSD from Nia Jax injuring her like a million times, but she just didn't seem herself. I don't know. It was weird. Even though Kairi took the win, there has to be a brawl after every one of these little mega matches. So yeah, there was a brawl afterwards. And overall, though, the match wasn't that exciting, to be honest. It was okay, but I'm expecting next week to look a lot better since both of them will be in the ring. After this, we get a promo with Kevin Owens doing the KO show with Seth Rollins coming out there. He's trying to swerve and turn KO to join his little Monday Night Messiah goon squad. Of course, KO does not, and then Ray comes out, and KO will team up against Seth and Murphy right then and there. But at the end of the promo, they brawl. They always brawl. Every time there's a promo, there's a brawl. So, not really liking that angle where every promo turns into a brawl. It's just getting a little old. So this turns into match number 3. Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio versus Seth and Murphy. Honestly, even though the promo was kind of stupid, the match was like excellent. I really enjoyed this match. It was very fast-paced. Rey was super quick in the ring. Very impressed by Rey's performance in this. Seth was just as dirty as any villain could be, trying to cheat at every corner. I loved it. It was just awesome. Just a great, great match. KO and Rey will win this bout. That moves us on, ladies and gentlemen, to a promo segment with MVP and Bobby Lashley in ring, poking fun at Apollo Crews. And then MVP unveils the new United States Championship. Now, I'm going to get heat for this straight off the bat because a lot of people are saying the new United States belt is nice. And no, I do not like it. To me, it's very gaudy, there's too much gold, and the word champion across of it just looks silly to me. The original belt before this, that's currently being worn by Apollo Crews, looks fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks great. It looks classic. It's got the American flag waving on it. I like it. This new belt looks just extremely gaudy. It's too big for itself. It's making itself bigger than it should be. The United States Championship is nowhere near the prestige level as the WWE Championship, so I don't know why they're making that belt look as big as it is. Anyways, of course, someone has to interrupt a promo because that's the theme of tonight's show. Interrupt the promo and have a brawl, and that's exactly what happened because Cedric Alexander and Ricochet did just this. And that moves us on to the next match. So the formula for this week's Raw is, even though some of these matches are actually really good, the formula for this whole situation for Raw is, let's have a promo, let's talk a little bit, then let's have a brawl with other people, then let's have a match with the same people. That's exactly what happened. That moves us on to match number 4, MVP and Bobby Lashley versus Cedric Alexander and Ricochet. It was actually good. It was actually a good match. Like I said, the promos are dumb the way they're setting them up in these matches, but some of the matches are good, and this was a good one. It was a super fast, super aggressive, very fun match to watch with MVP and Bobby Lashley taking that dub because Bobby Lashley has that dangerous full Nelson, the most amazing boring move there is, and he takes them out very quickly. And that was the match. It was a good match. Ricochet looked really good in it. Cedric actually looked he was very fast in this match, but good match. Very good match. Match number 5, we had the Big Show and the Viking Raiders versus Randy Orton, the legend killer himself, and Andrade with Angel Garza. Like I said before, there was a mini promo before this about Big Show, talking with the Viking Raiders, getting them pumped up for the match. And then we also had an opposite promo of Randy Orton telling these other guys he's with, Andrade and Angel Garza, you better do good or I'm going to put a KO on you, boys. And he kind of did during the match. He was pretty mean about it, and he kind of pulled Angel Garza aside at one point and had to give him a mean daddy pep talk, per se. But anyways, it was another fun match. Randy Orton was being sneaky about it. You wanted to see Big Show and Randy Orton in the ring together, but unfortunately, that never really came about in this match. So that's going to push the storyline onto another segment, probably next week or so, or maybe at Extreme Rules, where Big Show faces the legend killer Randy Orton. Because even though they were in this match together, they really didn't put hands on each other. And that caused Randy Orton to take the win because he was sneaky about how he tagged in. He didn't allow the Big Show to take control of the match. They took the win on that one. They took the win. Got 2 more matches of the night. So, match number 6. We have Marilyn Manson's sister, Ruby Riott, versus Billie Kay. No, she's not really his sister. I'm just saying. Because Ruby Riott looks really weird to me. She kind of looks like a toucan mixed with Marilyn Manson. Just look at her, you'll see. I don't like to make fun of people, but to me, that's kind of, I don't know. She just looks like that in my mind. Sorry if I offend everyone. Don't get triggered now. Don't let Retro Joe trigger you because you said Ruby Riott looked like a toucan. It happens, I have an opinion. Anyways, this was a very, very short match. Marilyn Manson's sister could not get it done, and she's going to have to go home and eat some more of her toucan Fruit Loops to get better in the ring, because Billie Kay of the Iconics will steal this win very quickly. Very short match. Match number 7, final match of the night. We have champion versus champion, Bayley versus the Empress herself, Asuka, in an amazing bout that kind of blew me away. I loved everything about this match. Both of them looked amazing in the ring. You had dirtiness happen on both sides. Well, not really both sides. You had Nikki Cross out there messing with Bayley, and she also messed with her towards the end. That caused her to lose the match, actually, because Nikki Cross distracted her by banging on the side of the quarantine walls and distracted her for a second where Asuka could steal that win. But it was just great. There were so many swerves. There was cheating. Excellent in-ring work. The chemistry was there. A great way. This is how you end the show. This is exactly how you end the show, with an amazing match with a good storyline. And that's exactly what they gave us. And that was all for Monday Night Raw. I appreciate you guys coming by and spending your hard-earned mind time with us, I guess, because there's no money involved in this. We do this for fun. But anyways, like always, we will get through this whole pandemic. It will end eventually. We're still here for you. We're not going anywhere, you know. Oh, and also I wanted to say something. If you haven't seen Retron in a while, there's a reason. Retron has taken a short hiatus. He's taken some time to collect upon himself, some personal time for the summer. He should be back later on, maybe in the fall. We'll see. I let him kind of do his own thing, so I'm not his boss. He does what he wants to. So like I said, if you want to see dark matches, they're still on YouTube. Go check them out. They're free to watch. Most of them are pretty good. But that's all. Just want to give you an update on Retron. Anyways, stay safe out there. Keep watching the podcast. We do appreciate it, everyone. And like always, remember to keep it retro.